For this issue of What Have We Here, I have with me my friend of more than 30 years, Lester Smith. Now, I don't normally show my face on these videos, or very rarely. That's by popular request. So I've made this exception today so that I can speak with Lester. Lester, who is Lord of the Microphones at Abbey Road Studios and also an expert on magic lanterns. Now the question is, with this object, which we're about to reveal, which part of his specialism am I asking him to use today? And there are 3 clues for you before we take the cover off, or before you try to guess. The first one is, you don't have one of these in your collection.
Good.
Wrong clue. And you can't have this one.
Good.
The next clue is that you won't ever have seen one of these that's the same.
Right.
I'm pretty certain. And the next clue is, it relates to 3 of something. Now you have to guess what it is.
Mm-hmm. I can't look at it.
No, otherwise you'd know what it was.
Oh dear. Where do I begin?
You're supposed to be an expert.
With clues like that, it could be a lawnmower.
It could be a lawnmower, but why would there be 3 things about it? Something about 3. And also, you've got a lawnmower.
It's a fly-mow.
It's not a fly mower.
No, my lawnmower.
Oh, your lawnmower is. Okay, no, this is not a fly mower. Shall we?
There's a round bit here, a cylinder thing.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that won't help
There's
you.
a thing sticking up there.
Yeah, that doesn't help you either. Right, shall we have a look?
Yes.
Okay.
Faders, coils, heat exchanger box. Oh, that's good. It's like an Ives triple colour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Very
like,
early colour.
It's like an Ives.
Could be 1890.
Later.
1891. Homemade, yes.
It's a one-off.
Oh.
And it's later than that, yeah. Hence the Bakelite switches.
Oh, Bakelite came in.
20s, 30s.
Oh, did it?
20s, probably, yeah. Expert.
It's got a price on it. Price, no.
Yeah, it's got a price.
Oh, yeah.
3.
£3, yeah.
So there we are, and I'll give you a little bit more information. I'm going to switch the camera off now and hold the camera while we take a look at it.
I don't think I could have guessed whatever you said.
No, there was no way. I made sure there was no way you'd ever get what it was.
The
Does that make sense? Kromskop type thing.
Type thing.
Yeah.
Have you got images?
Yes.
Hey.
That's the exciting bit.
This could be the owner.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah.
What I love is that you've got 3 black and white negatives.
Black and white positives, yeah.
Sorry, positives. And you could not tell anything else other than it's a man smoking a pipe.
Yep, and you can tell the tonal differences. If you look at his jacket, it's a different grey.
Very slightly. The fact that there's 3 is the only clue.
It's the clue, yeah. And the fact that it came with that machine.
And now we know what the machine is, yes.
Yeah.
These will turn out to be the first colour projection images.
Yeah, additive colour.
Additive colour. Special. I think that's magic when this works.
Yeah, well the idea is, there's another one. That's the house. If you happen to know where that is, let me know.
Got a bit of stained glass windows in the front.
You have to investigate that, and that's presumably the lady at the house.
That's the missus.
Yep. And again, you can just tell the tonal difference.
Yes, she's
in the
holding.
dress, in the flowers, of course.
She's holding a bunch of flowers.
Yeah.
Got flowers on the dress. They made sure that she was colourful.
Yep.
And there's flowers in the background on the fireplace.
Yep.
So they definitely want it to look pretty when it's projected.
Yeah.
And wonder how much use they had out of it at the time, in the 20s.
Just an experimental thing, a hobby thing.
Yes.
But he's gone to some trouble to make it very professionally.
Yes. Different intensity on each bulb.
You've got sliders on there so that you can change the intensity of the particular colour. 3 matching lenses with the mounts cut off to fit, and some adjustment. There's a little thing there to adjust. I haven't quite worked out what's going on there. The centre lens can go up and down.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll now have a look at it in a bit more detail. I'll put the pictures away just to make sure they don't get damaged.
Mm.
So the plan is that I will investigate this thoroughly. It's got 3 lamps in it. We'll go into it in more detail in a moment. But the plan is either to use the original lamps or almost certainly replace them with an LED arrangement. Get it going. We know it will work because it can't not work. There's nothing to not work once you've got the bulbs in there. And shoot some pictures for it, because a friend of mine has a camera that will take cut film that's the right size.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, so the idea is I'll shoot some black and white using colour filters, some black and white triples locally, and reversal process them, mount them in glass, and make our own colour photography pictures with black and white film stock. That's the plan.
Are there filters inside?
Yes. So we'll have a look now, and I'll put the pictures away.
I'm going to look in the back first.
Okay.
See what the bulbs are. Oh, these look interesting. Nice brass mounts. Just like in a lantern, except with special lamps, perhaps.
I think they're probably standard projection lamps of some kind from the time, 1930-ish.
Could be 250 watts.
Yeah, that sort of thing, yeah, with a reflector unit.
And it looks...
adjustable as well. Look at that, quite clever, quite complex adjustment arrangement for the exact positioning.
Yeah.
All being
height.
nicely thought out.
Yeah. Clever.
Yeah, plenty of space here for the heat to come out of. And then on top here we've got this, haven't worked out what that is yet. We mentioned 3 sliders.
Rheostats.
So that you've got a switch for each lamp, and then also you can adjust the brightness with those resistances. So next thing is, let's have a look. We'll try and see what this is.
This is where the slide.
There's a Bakelite knob on here.
Will go.
Kind of interesting. Oh, that's doing. No, that's not doing something. And then I think, well, I know that there are filters because I've seen them, but I can't remember. So we'll have to look at that.
It's obviously air cooled.
Yes. Well, there's place for the hot air to come out. Yeah. And then there is brass plate across here and across here.
There's a slider.
A slider which
ready
seems to
for
be
the glass
ready
to
for the
go
glass,
into.
so it could be fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a fixed slider.
Is that holding the?
Oh yeah, that's probably, isn't it? That's a tensioner for the slider. Take it out. Nope.
My end goes up and down.
It's moving, but it's not. Oh wait, maybe it's a. Yeah.
But it doesn't slide yet.
Just talk amongst yourselves at home.
It doesn't feel like it's going to slide, but maybe it doesn't need to if we're putting
No,
the
that's
glass.
what I'm thinking. And also, at the front here, we've got adjustment of the lenses. This, to get the lens off, I just think each of those external outside lenses, and then the centre one, there's this here, so obviously that centre one can go up and down in relation to the other 2.
Oh, that's good.
So you've got some adjustment there.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a little knob there,
to lock it into place.
lock. Yeah. So there's quite fine adjustment possible there, but we now have to look at the filters. Oh, and underneath, there's something here that might be. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, what does it
That's
say? It says increase.
It's got to be electrical.
Yeah, it says on that knob increase. And yeah, it's just one of those, whatever that is.
Could it be overall illuminance of the whole 3 lamps at once?
Possibly. An override, so it turns the whole thing up and down, possibly. We don't know what this is under there, so we've got to look at that shortly. Oh, well, there's a thing here, look, penciled in. Top, and then an R in pencil. Top, and then an image of something, and then an R. So we don't know what that is. Interesting, this industrial archaeology. Still the original 1930s dust, if anyone wants to buy some. Authenticity. These are basically, they've got little fixings here to screw the actual lens into the lens holder. So that would have been fixed focus for the distance at the particular venue, the home presumably. So you don't have to have a clever focusing arrangement. And then I was looking at this, which looks totally lethal. This was the bit I really didn't understand, coming off of that resistance. And you think, well, okay, it might be a dropper, this thing, but then surely it would have been covered in something. Maybe that's rotted away, because otherwise you've got that's live wire. I mean, that's copper wire. So you've got full mains voltage here, along that.
He might be only running off a 12-volt battery, therefore it wouldn't be that.
Not for those lamps.
No, we haven't looked at them yet. There wouldn't be 12-volt lamps, would there?
I don't think so. I mean, it's not impossible, but I don't. Well, it might be impossible. I think that's got to be mains. It all looks clunky at mains, doesn't it?
Maybe last-minute adjustments. He couldn't wait to make something else, so he just.
But I mean that.
It's like a bar element in
it's nothing. I mean, you can kind of well, they did use dropper cables, didn't they, as a resistance? But
yes.
But the idea that is just wire, and you're messing about here with a mains voltage going through it, seems to me unlikely, unless it had a rubber tube over it, which has rotted away.
Which melted.
Yeah, maybe. But we'll find out more as we go ahead. Quite a lot of wiring going on there.
Because that's rubber.
Yeah,
that's
it's
not
rubber
brittle
coloured.
yet.
It's the old 1930s, mains, which we remember from pulling it out of houses and stuff in the 70s, when it was always like that from the old 30s wiring. But that's not destroyed, but whatever went over that, if anything. Otherwise, that's definitely not going to be something that's going back into use.